You know this guy and you love him. We've known him for years. I remember watching the daytime soaps and like, it was so good, all the drama. Well, now he is the host of the Hallmark Family Channel and he's joining us right now. It's Cameron Mathison. How are you?
I'm doing great, Kelly. How are you doing?
You know what? We can't complain. I mean, we're getting through each and every day. It's a different world. It all looks different for us, but I think so far we're making it through. I've got to talk to you about how you're feeling because I know you underwent cancer. Was it September of last year? When did you find out your cancer diagnosis?
I found out at the beginning of August, but I had the surgery on September 12th of 19, excuse me, 2019. I was going to say 19 something. It feels like that, but I'm doing great. I feel good. It's been a little bit over. Gosh, I keep saying 8 months, but it might be 9 months. And I feel strong and healthy, and even considering that the immune compromised people right now are on high alert because of what's going on with COVID. I just feel better than maybe I have in decades.
You know, that's the thing too. Let's talk about just what you've been doing beforehand. I mean, leading up to a really scary diagnosis, you had already really been interested in fitness and eating well and meditation. How do you feel like that played a part into getting that diagnosis and the treatment after?
I think it's a good question, and it's one of the reasons that I was sort of so vocal about my journey was that, being really in tune with my health and the way I ate and how I felt after, and certain things, and even on some level aesthetically with my body, knowing my body aesthetically really well, played into me really insisting upon getting this MRI in my abdomen area, which ultimately was sort of fine, but then that's how they found the tumor on my kidney. And so um, yeah, I think that by eating so carefully and really kind of low carbohydrate really, and also through meditation through for stress relief, it was a big factor in the fact that this tumor that had likely been there for a very long time, maybe they think 8 to 12 years, they're not sure, had not spread. It didn't have the energy to spread into my lymph nodes and my lungs and things like that. And part of the reason they believe was because of that, was because of the healthy lifestyle I had. And so I'm so grateful for that. But that's part of the reason why I want to get the word out, is to be your own best advocate for your body, for your health.
Absolutely. And I know coming up, we've got Father's Day, and it has to have a special meaning to you now because I think anytime anybody gets a really scary diagnosis like that, Cameron, you just have a different look on life. You have a different sense of gratitude for all of these holidays that you get to spend.
It's such a good point. I mean, I'm glad you put out that perspective because that's 100% true. It almost feels in some way like it's the first Father's Day of this new era of my life. And I don't even mean to sort of think about it, you know what I mean? But it's the perspective changes, your awareness and gratitude changes, and being present and mindful is heightened now. Going through a scary time like that, maybe people can relate to that on some level. But yeah, Father's Day has always been a very big day in my life. Celebrating for my dad, and then when I became a dad, through the years, my kids are teenagers now, but man, nothing means more to me in my life than being a dad to Lucas and Layla, right? So it's just like the most important thing. It's the thing I'm most proud of. It's the thing that's taught me the most. And this Father's Day is going to be better than ever, that's for sure.
Working for a company like Hallmark, they are our go-to when we want to feel good. We know that we can turn it on. We can either turn on the channel, we can buy the cards, but there is that warmth in your heart when you even say the word Hallmark. And so you're working with them and you've put together this great guide, some of which really encourages dads to start to take care of themselves a little bit more.
Yeah, it definitely does. That's the idea too. But I like what you said there because it's so true for me to be a place in my life where I can just be truly authentic, and with the job and my partnership with Hallmark, and obviously the movies I do for Hallmark Channel and Home and Family on the network as well. It's like, ah, this is me. This is me. It's extension of me. So that's why this gift guide, I wanted to get the dads covered out there. So, I'm going to start with how big in our family we're really, really big on handwritten Hallmark cards. So it's something that means a lot to us. Birthdays, holidays, Christmas, it's a big deal. Father's Day in particular, too. So this year, you go to hallmark.com and you find all these great gift ideas, right? So I found this card right here. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to tell you why I chose it for my dad. It's called Stars and Pennants, and it's a 3D pop up. But here's the thing, I don't know if you guys are like me, that or my dad anyway, is that these cards are more than just cards, right? They're showcases. You keep them forever. You go back and you read them, and it's that moment in time with your feelings and what's going on in that time. For me, I've got a special spot for him. And my dad, when I saw this one, I knew it would go right up on his fireplace. I knew after it's up there for a while, he's going to put it up in his office. He's going to show it to people, and it's a beautiful thing. So, Dad, if you're watching, don't pay attention because this is the card that you're going to be getting very shortly. But I mean, I love that aspect, and obviously, like you alluded to too, the sentiment inside is so important too. You try to come up with the words, right? But a Hallmark card always does it better for you. It just does. It just does. So that's the card he's going to get, and we got other great gifts on the gift guide too. And these are all on my Instagram. They're also, you can check him out at hallmark.com. But he's a big golfer, and he runs out of the house in the morning golfing, and he's spilling his coffee all over himself, and he's in the golf cart. And it's bumping around. So I got him this great tumbler,
Love
best
it.
parent ever. And Lucas and Layla, which are my kids, if you're watching right now, I'm just saying, it's a good idea for me too, maybe.
I can attest. Listen, I'm married to a golfer, and I can tell you those tumblers fit perfectly inside the cup holder of the golf cart. So
Yeah,
that's a win. That's a major win.
in the car, on the road. If you're exercising, they're awesome. Now, here's another thing. I've got, like you alluded to too. We should talk about, we're a big outdoor family, so I've got a great, ideas for family fun time out in nature. I've got great, um, you know, active wear for dads to get out there and get active. We got to work on that dad bod. We got to do what we can. But I also then I come across like different ideas on this. So this, like I said, the whole guide will be on my Instagram. But I'll explain these. They're socks, okay? Baby down, feet up socks. I'm the dad of teenagers. There hasn't been a baby in the house for a minute, that's for sure. But there you go. So you go through some of my other items.
I
But
do.
these guys right
Got
here,
'em all here.
So it was an instant. As soon as I saw them, I gotta like reach out to the new dads out there, the dads of kids, because when I was, I tripped down memory lane. I was very hands-on when the kids were little, and I remember specifically getting up in the middle of the night and helping the kids kind of go back to bed when they wake up in the middle of the night or at night, giving my wife a break and doing things. And when I saw this, these words would go through my head. Okay, get the baby down, feet up. You know what I mean? So I wanted to reach out for the, there you go, you got them on there, for the new dads up there too. So many great gift ideas. I got you covered, dads out there. These are just some of them, but check out the gift guide in its entirety. Yeah, there's a few golf things in there.
Got
There's
some
a few
ones. You've
golf
got some
things.
really good ones. So where do people go to find all the things that you put together?
Okay, so my Instagram at Cameron Mathison, it'll be up there, as well as Hallmark.com has got them there as well. So check them out.
I love that. And then you just launched All Health 360.
Yeah, I did. Thank you for pointing that out. It's still brand new. This is something that is, speaking about being authentic, I'm at a point, like my manager's always said to me, I get all these questions about what I eat, how I cook, how I work out, about my meditation practice, about even like relationship advice, things like that. So he's been on me for a while just to kind of put something out there where I can share what I do and what I've learned and have interviews and things. And so that's what I'm really hoping for All Health 360. It's like all health from 360 degrees, all things health related. And I just putting it out there to help, to hopefully to help benefit people.
I love this. Well, we are so happy that you're doing well. You look fantastic. Glad that you're feeling good. And happy
Thank you.
Father's Day.
Thank you so much for having me. Great to see you.
Good to see you, Cameron Mathison.